Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake goes by.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes into the hour. Yo, man, you know, there's some people that when you, just by looking at them, they make you feel good. You know, and one of the first people to ever impact me that way, Heaven B, was Richard Pryor.
Wow.
When I was younger, and we used to watch Richard Pryor, like, live on the Sunset Strip. And his comedy, it just touched home. You know, even as a kid watching him, he helped us to laugh at ourselves and the adversities we face. And he would drop jewels in there. And, you know, it's like, wow, man, that's Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy had that same effect on folks. You know, Eddie had hit that stage, and, you know, he helped us to laugh at things that could otherwise make you cry.
Right,
you know, and so whenever you saw anything that he was in, you just felt good. And then there's a few more comedians that came out, but I swear when Friday came out, the movie Friday came out, and Ice Cube tandemed with this one guy who, since then, man, is just, you know, so distinguished at what he does and so unique at what he does that whenever I see him, I feel good. That's when you know. That's when you know a comedian has really made his mark on your life. And joining us right now is the one, the only Chris Tucker.
Thank you, man.
Come on, man.
Thank you,
Come
man.
on, man.
Thank you, man. Love you for that, man. Thank
Absolutely. And you one person, man. I remember you first came on our radio show. You came in the studio, and I don't know what we were talking about, but you were very transparent in all the stuff that you dealt with, you know, in your life, you know, the ups and the downs, and your energy was so right about any and everything I asked you. I could ask you about, remember the first time you got beat up in elementary? Yeah, Sway, it was a learning experience, man. I came out on top, though.
You bring it out of me, though, man, because you're another cool brother. Every time I see you, I say, oh, that's a good dude. I meet so many people, man, and so many different type of attitudes, but you always, everybody say the same thing about you. You're a good dude, and you bring it out of me. I look forward to coming to see you, man, because you bring stuff out of me, because you're a good, genuine dude like that.
Thank you, man. Have the last time Chris and I was hanging out.
Okay, here's another stunt.
Chris and I do hang out.
Yeah.
You know, and which island were we on, Chris? Do you remember?
The Dominican Republic, the Big Papi.
There it is, right there.
Big Papi.
Just one of those islands we were hanging on.
With David Ortiz
bumped into each other.
From the Boston Red Sox?
David Ortiz, he picked me up in a helicopter. That's how much I love David Ortiz. He said, you ride down to meet with me down to the resort. I said, what? How we gonna get there? Helicopter. I said, what? I said, we gonna be friends for a long time, David. You don't know how much I love you now.
Man, that was and we would randomly one night, we were on the island, we bumped into each other. I was on one of those golf cart, what do you call it? Golf carts.
Yeah, the golf cart.
And when we passed by Chris, I was like, is that?
I said, Sway, what's that?
And we just went and embraced, and it was for actually a charitable tournament that Big Papi was doing.
Okay.
To raise money to
for heart transplants and heart surgery for kids and stuff, man. So he's just great. It's actually like the same thing I'm doing out here. I'm doing 2 shows at the Performing Arts Center in Jersey for Adrian Peterson all day, you know, for at-risk kids. And his foundation all day for at-risk kids. So, man, I love doing stuff like that for good brothers like Adrian Peterson and David Ortiz, Big Papi, man. And that's what I do, man. I love it. And that's what my foundation do. I just show up.
Just show up, right? Do great things.
Yep.
Chris, you experience so much, and like all of us, you know, you come from humble beginnings, you work hard, or you luck up, as they say. Do you still, you just said David Ortiz, world champion, World Series winner, says, I'm going to pick you up in a helicopter. Are there times where you still just pinch yourself and go, God, like, thank you, God? Like, do you still do that?
I do that all the time. When stuff like that happens, people befriend me, good people, I always thank God. Because I know it's God, it ain't me. When people just treat you kind, because people don't have to treat you kind, you know, and invite you down for free, you know, to do something, because they just like you. And David was like, I just like your movies. I love your movies. And his son, like, I like your movie too. I said, I'm glad y'all like it, because they hooked me up.
Well, how does son sound?
He said, I like your movie too. I said, both of them like it.
That's nice. That's nice.
Now, Chris, we have 2 days before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real with you. I'm not a football chick. I know I'm not alone with that, but I'm into the Super Bowl parties.
Yeah,
Is
me
there
too.
any type of, like, etiquette that I should remember, and all the other women who are not into the Super Bowl, things that we should do or not do? Am I allowed to ask about the game, to learn about it when I'm watching?
Yeah, that's sexy to learn about the game. What's that? Is that a ball? You know, stuff like that turns a man on. Yeah, baby, that's a ball. Let's just hold over the commercial. I'll teach you the rest of it.
Got it.
And we got Chris Tucker in here, 888-742-3345. Let's go to line 2. We're going to go all the way to Canada. We got my man Steven on the line. Good morning, Steven. Say what's up to Chris.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How's it going, brother?
Good. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. I can't believe I'm on air with you. This is my first time calling ever, man. How was it working with Jackie Chan and what the fuck's his name in from Get Money?
Charlie Sheen,
Charlie
man.
Sheen.
Jackie Chan was the best, man. This guy, man, he's just the nicest guy. He gave me a gift every day.
Every
And
day?
every day I was wondering, I said, how do you keep giving me this gift? And I said, Jackie, you don't have to give me a gift. He said, don't worry, we make everything. Just take it. Take it. You know, China make everything. I said, that's why he's so nice. He get it for free.
All right.
And Charlie was the same thing. Charlie Sheen was a great guy, man. He made me feel good because he made me look good because he would show up late for work.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I would show up late for work, and Charlie wouldn't show up at all. And so they be like, we gonna fire you till Charlie didn't show up.
So Charlie helped you keep a job.
Charlie helped me keep a job.
Okay,
man.
all right. We also got Johnny on the line from Texas. Johnny, good morning. Say hello to Chris Tucker.
Hey, morning, guys. Morning, Chris. How y'all doing?
What up, Johnny? Doing good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's a nice day out here in Texas today. How you doing, Sway?
Cool.
How you doing, Heather B?
Doing
Hi.
okay. Hey, what's your question, Johnny?
Sorry, guys. My question is, Chris, when are y'all ever going to make another original Friday Part 2? When is Smoke coming back?
Well, you know what? We've been it's a lot of talk about it. The studios want to do it, and they want to get a good script. And I'm willing to look at the script and see if it's something cool. And I'm trying to help them come up with some ideas and be a part of the producing process with Cube and see if we can come up with something. So that might happen.
Let me ask you this, because I know your faith has strengthened over the years, and so that has to play a variable in what movies you pick. I'm sure what music you listen to. I mean, how much does your faith vary in that?
A lot, man, because every character I do, I want the character. If I do a movie like Fridays again, it has to evolve, And like me, I evolved from Smokey when I was that age when I did that movie, from when I did Fifth Elements or even the first Rush Hour. So every character I look at now, I was like, can I play it because where I'm at right now? Because I pull a lot from real life for me. So it's a lot. I put a lot of myself in the characters too. So yeah, it's a lot.
Smokey should run for mayor.
That's a good idea.
He should run for mayor. Because I feel like you never got your props. You and I talked about this a long time ago. You were the first one to say you wanted to do a movie about the first black president.
Yeah, that's
run
right.
for
That's
president.
right. Yeah, you
I
always remind
remember
me of that.
I read that kind of random stuff, but Smokey should run for mayor of L.A.
Okay, and then that way, he ain't got to smoke weed and drink 40s.
He's trying to clean himself up, how the average person does when they try to grow up and move into politics, and they start bringing out all the Smokey scandals.
I like that. All right, let me think about that.
Might be a good storyline, and then you can still be tempted by things and choose to do the right thing.
That's right. That's right.
And still be funny in the process.
Exactly. Yep.
So
exactly.
you're still doing stand-up?
I'm still doing stand-up, man. I've been doing it all over the place, all over the world. We was in the Middle East and London and in Australia last year, and now we're gonna be in New Jersey this weekend. So I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Just because that's my first love, first thing I started out doing, and eventually I wanted to get into the movies like Eddie Murphy did and Richard Pryor did. So yeah, man, it's going good.
Now Kevin Hart is to comedy what Jay-Z is to rap right now. Y'all like that analogy right there?
That was nice, Sway.
Because the thing about Kevin is all the success he's having now, to a lot of people it seems like it's overnight, but he's been doing comedy for 15 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Kevin, I would love to see the two of you do something together.
Yeah.
Has that ever been discussed?
It hasn't been discussed. But that's stuff comes up. So who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
but you'll be open to it, right?
Definitely, Kevin's a good dude, man. I've known Kevin since the improv clubs, so he's a really good dude.
Is the comedy world kind of like the rap world? Like one month y'all could be friends, and then somebody can make a diss record or say a subliminal joke.
It could be like that, but I don't get into that.
You never
man.
had beef with a comic?
No, because I'm not, in competition with anybody. I'm me. I always did my own thing, and it always, that always worked for me. And I always root on people who doing good because it's really good for everybody.
Yeah, basically, I'm on another level, Sway.
Yeah.
I don't
You kind of got it, right?
We kind of feel the same way. Chris. That's what I let you know, man. We're in competition with ourselves.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shea 45.